The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart.
Geno Auriemma thought he had Caitlin Clark all figured out, just another player who wouldn't shake things up, with a fan base he believed was out of touch. But reality had other plans. On national TV, Auriemma was forced to eat his words as Clark proved him, and all her doubters, wrong. The same player he once questioned for not being tough enough for the WNBA has turned skeptics into believers, Auriemma included.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league, and she's a rookie.
Caitlin Clark's rookie season was anything but ordinary. From jaw-dropping performances to rewriting the WNBA record books, she proved her game was far more than just hype. Along the way, she even forced her harshest critic to admit he was wrong. Geno Auriemma, known for his strong opinions and sharp analysis, ended up doing something no one expected, praising the very player he once doubted. But how did we get here? How did one of the most dominant coaches in basketball history completely reverse his stance on a rookie he once claimed would struggle? If you think you know this story, think again. What happened next was truly headline-worthy. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ready? Let's get into it.
There were actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning.
It all started with a statement that sent shockwaves through the basketball world. On the Dan Patrick Show UConn's legendary coach, Geno Auriemma, didn't hold back. He called Caitlin Clark's fan base delusional, suggesting they were setting her up for failure. His take? Clark wasn't built for the WNBA's physicality and didn't have the speed to evade aggressive defenders. He even added that she deserves everything she gets because she dishes it out just as much, painting her competitive fire as both a strength and a weakness.
What does bother me is some of the people I deeply respect, their basketball credentials, their basketball history, their commitment to basketball and women's basketball, I think have really not covered themselves in glory with some of this commentary.
To understand Auriemma's skepticism, you have to look back at Clark's college days at Iowa. She was a game changer, an elite scorer with unlimited range and a leader who turned the Hawkeyes into national contenders. By the time she became the #1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, Clark was already a household name. But in Auriemma's eyes, college dominance didn't guarantee WNBA success. He saw the league as a place where only a select few could thrive without a tough adjustment period, mainly the players he coached at UConn.
And Diana said it best, this kid's in for a rude awakening.
Fans were divided. Clark's supporters highlighted her relentless work ethic, elite basketball IQ, and uncanny ability to take over games in clutch moments. But her critics, most notably Diana Taurasi, sided with Auriemma, questioning whether her college dominance would hold up in a league filled with battle-tested veterans. And then, the season began.
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
But Clark didn't fold under pressure. Instead of backing down, she embraced the scrutiny, using it as fuel. In early press conferences, she kept her focus on teamwork and preparation, brushing off the noise with confidence. I'm here to show up and help my team get better. Then came the season that changed everything. Clark didn't just meet expectations, she shattered them. She led the Indiana Fever with jaw-dropping numbers, 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and over 5 rebounds per game. Her scoring was electric, but it was her court vision and ability to elevate her teammates that silenced the doubters. Along the way, she broke 62 records, proving that Auriemma's prediction of struggles and a rookie slump couldn't have been further from reality.
You never know how quickly they're going to adapt to the WNBA game coming from college. And I think that Caitlin has done surprisingly well, how quickly she's adapted to this game. There's a lot of doubters out there, as we all know, and she has proved them all wrong.
What truly set Clark's season apart were the moments that turned doubt into admiration. Her buzzer beaters, triple-doubles, and clutch assists in high-pressure games became instant highlights, flooding social media. But it wasn't just her skills that earned respect, it was her resilience. She stayed composed when games got physical, carried the weight of sky-high expectations, and never lost her competitive fire. The rookie season Auriemma predicted would expose her instead proved she was one of the brightest stars of her generation. So, how did all of this lead to Auriemma's unexpected change of heart? That's where things get interesting. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We appreciate your time. Now, let's get back to the action.
Well, the Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball team looking to improve to 4-0 in the season as they travel to Des Moines to take on Drake. Caitlin Clark, Lisa Bluder also on hand to watch the sold-out game.
Clark's return to Iowa wasn't just a homecoming, it was a celebration of everything she had accomplished and the promise of what was still to come. The November 17th matchup between the Iowa Hawkeyes and Drake Bulldogs set the perfect stage for an emotional tribute. As Clark walked into the Knapp Center, the energy was electric. Fans knew they were witnessing the return of a legend. To honor the moment, Fox College Hoops aired a tribute video, a montage of her greatest college highlights, mixed with heartfelt messages from former teammates, coaches, and even past opponents.
Unless you have been living under a rock, you have heard about Caitlin Clark.
She's just a generational player and makes everybody around her better.
Caitlin Clark will go down as one of the best to ever play the game.
The tribute featured messages from Paige Bueckers, Juju Watkins, and her former coaches, Lisa Bluder and Jan Jensen. She's been great. I'm really excited for her at this next stage, Watkins shared. The praise was genuine and constant, highlighting not just Clark's incredible talent but also the character and leadership that set her apart.
Great player, good person as well. She's been great, and I'm really excited for her at this next stage in her career.
Caitlin Clark becomes the all-time leading scorer in major college basketball.
Another forever moment for this transformational superstar.
But what truly stood out was the shift in how even her past critics spoke about Clark. Geno Auriemma's early skepticism had all but disappeared. Instead of doubting her, he now offered reluctant admiration. The coach who once dismissed her as overhyped had to acknowledge the reality: Clark's rookie season had been nothing short of extraordinary. It was a complete turnaround that no one saw coming, a testament to just how dominant she had been. The tribute wasn't just a collection of nostalgic highlights, it was proof of Clark's undeniable impact on the game and those around her. Paige Bueckers, who had often been compared to Clark throughout their careers, summed it up perfectly: Caitlin brought so much new attention to the rise of women's college basketball. She carries that burden with grace and humility.
Caitlin brought so much new attention to the rise in women's college basketball and the WNBA and women's sports in general. I feel like the weight of the world is on her shoulders, and she just has this heavy burden to carry, and she does it with grace and humility.
As the tribute played, fans erupted in applause, and social media lit up with reactions. Tweets like "she's changed the game," and even Geno's got to give her credit now, captured the moment perfectly. Clark's rookie season hadn't just proven her talent, it had completely changed the conversation around her, even among her toughest critics, Auriemma included. The praise kept pouring in throughout the night. And it wasn't just former teammates showing love. Rival coach Kara Kra summed it up best: "You can't deny her impact. It goes beyond stats." The broadcast then cut to highlights from Clark's WNBA season, and each time her face appeared on the screen, the crowd erupted in cheers.
What? For the win! Well, only comparable to her is Steph Curry.
Well, she did break my assist record at Iowa, so that's, something I have to live with my entire life. But I think what Caitlin Clark did is put eyes on our game. People that would never watch women's basketball are watching women's basketball now because of Caitlin Clark.
Clark's homecoming was a full-circle moment, proof of how far she had come and how wrong many of her critics had been. It wasn't just about stats, it was about resilience, silencing doubters, and uniting fans. And at the heart of it all was Clark, still humble, still focused, and still inspiring those around her. But what did Auriemma have to say about it? You might be surprised by how he flipped the narrative.
The college career that Caitlin had ignited a tremendous amount of attention.
Geno Auriemma, the same coach who once dismissed Caitlin Clark's potential, found himself in an unexpected position, eating his words. After months of bold criticism and doubt, his public stance began to change, and fans took notice. During a segment aired as part of Clark's tribute, Auriemma's tone was different. This time, it wasn't skepticism. It was admiration.
Incredible phenomenon that very rarely happens, and it certainly changed the landscape, no question.
The sharp jabs, where Auriemma claimed Clark wasn't built for the WNBA's physicality and called her fan base delusional, were now a distant memory. In their place? A completely different tone. She's certainly changed the landscape, no question, Auriemma admitted in an interview that left fans doing a double take. She's a phenomenon. What caused this shift? The undeniable impact of Clark's rookie season. Social media didn't let him off the hook, either. Fans flooded timelines with highlight reels of her game-winning shots, flashy assists, and unshakable confidence that electrified arenas. One viral post summed it up best. Geno said she wasn't ready. Now look who's not ready to admit it.
I was mesmerized by her.
Caitlin had the tongue out. She is feeling it tonight, folks.
She broke stereotypes. She played with the flair. She played with the confidence, the swagger that I think few have played with.
As Clark continued to dominate, the pressure mounted, and Auriemma's skepticism started to look out of touch. It wasn't just about admitting she could compete, it was recognizing that she was redefining what it meant to be a WNBA player. For a coach known for standing by his opinions, Auriemma did something rare, he conceded. But not everyone bought into his newfound praise. Some fans saw it as damage control, a way to save face as Clark's momentum became impossible to ignore. Analysts weighed in, with takes like, Geno knows he got it wrong. This is him acknowledging it without outright saying it. Even respected basketball voices suggested that his reversal was proof of Clark's undeniable talent, forcing even the most seasoned minds to rethink their stance.
I think that all of us, fan base included, were just so thankful that we were part of that ride.
For many, Auriemma's change of heart represented something bigger, a shift in women's basketball toward embracing and celebrating new talent, even if it meant re-evaluating long-held opinions. In the end, Clark's performance left no room for doubt. She didn't just prove her critics wrong, she forced them to adapt. Her story was no longer just about basketball, it was about rewriting narratives. When Auriemma publicly changed his stance, the reactions were immediate and divided. Clark's fans flooded social media, relishing the moment. Comments like even Geno couldn't ignore her greatness it's about time he admits what we all knew dominated timelines. Memes mocking Auriemma's reversal spread like wildfire, turning what could have been a serious reflection into viral entertainment.
She's just done so much to grow the game and inspire young girls to play.
We're uplifting women basketball and everybody's watching.
I think Caitlin will be in the record books forever. She's an amazing basketball player, but an even better person.
Yet beyond the social media buzz, the wider basketball community recognized the true significance of this moment. Clark hadn't just silenced one of her most vocal critics, she had elevated women's basketball to new heights. Doubtful fans became believers, captivated by the spectacle of her rookie season. Analysts who once hesitated now spoke of her with a reverence usually reserved for the game's greats. This wasn't just about proving Auriemma wrong, it was about shifting perceptions and reshaping the conversation around the sport. The reactions were a testament to Clark's ability to change narratives, something rarely seen in a rookie. Fans felt vindicated. The basketball world took notice. This was no ordinary season, and Caitlin Clark was no ordinary player.
Who would have thought that all those years ago, back in Des Moines, Iowa, that this would be the case right now? We knew what we had in Caitlin back in Iowa City, and we knew the attention that she was bringing around the Big Ten and collegiate basketball. But I didn't know how that was going to transcend into the WNBA, and obviously we can see that it's done pretty darn well, and people are excited to see her play at every level.
So what does this mean for Caitlin Clark moving forward? And how does Auriemma's change of heart shape future discussions in women's basketball? Clark's rookie season wasn't just about showcasing her talent, it was a masterclass in resilience, ambition, and rewriting narratives. She entered the WNBA surrounded by skepticism, with even the legendary Geno Auriemma doubting her ability to make a seamless transition. But Clark didn't just prove him wrong, she redefined what was possible for a rookie. Auriemma's shift from sharp critique to praise became a symbolic moment, highlighting the true magnitude of her impact. For a coach known for his unwavering opinions to acknowledge her success signaled something bigger, a shift in women's basketball toward embracing fresh, game-changing talent and challenging outdated assumptions. This wasn't just about proving one critic wrong, it was about reshaping the conversation around the sport itself.
My expectation is to be one of the best players in the world one day. I wouldn't expect anything less than that.
More history for the FIBA rookie.
At this point, continue to be myself, and I think a lot of good will come from that.